tuned in to Raggedy Crimes and Chaos, where entrepreneurship meets grand theft auto. I'm your host, and today we're in Florida, where a man stole a rental car, kept it running for 3 weeks straight, and used it as his own personal Uber service, complete with paying customers. Let's get into this absolutely wild disaster. Alright, so this is our guy. Let's call him Marcus. Marcus rents a car from a company in Orange County, Florida. Standard rental agreement. Return it in a week. Marcus does not return it in a week. In fact, Marcus has no intention of returning it because Marcus has a plan. He's going to use this rental car to make money as an Uber driver. Now, you might be thinking, wait, don't you need to own a car to use it for Uber? Yes, you do. Marcus does not care. Here's the thing about modern rental cars. They have GPS tracking, remote kill switches. If you don't return the car, the rental car company can disable it remotely. But there's a catch. The kill switch only works when the car is turned off. If the engine is running, they can't shut it down. Marcus figures this out and decides, if I just keep the car running, they can't disable it. So, that's exactly what he does. For 3 weeks. He never turns the car off. When he needs gas, he fills up with the engine running. When he needs to sleep, he sleeps in the car with the engine running. And during the day, he picks up Uber rides using a stolen rental car. Marcus is actually making decent money. He's picking up tourists, airport runs, dinner reservations. Everyone thinks he's a legitimate Uber driver. The car is clean. Marcus is polite. 5-star ratings across the board. Nobody suspects a thing. Meanwhile, the rental company is panicking. Where's our car? It's moving. GPS shows it's all over Orlando. Well, disable it. We can't. The engine's been running for 2 weeks straight. What do you mean it's been running for 2 weeks? I mean, the driver hasn't turned it off, not once. The rental manager is baffled. How is this even possible? We don't know, but the car's gonna need an oil change when we get it back. Week 3 of Marcus's operation, he picks up 2 British tourists from the airport. Nice couple, first time in Florida. They load their luggage into the trunk, settle into the back seat. First time in Orlando? Marcus asks. Yes, we're so excited. Marcus smiles, pulls onto the highway, and immediately gets pulled over. Red and blue lights flashing behind him. The tourists are confused. Were you speeding? No. Marcus knows exactly why he's being pulled over. The rental company finally called the cops. Officer Williams approaches the window. License and registration, please. Marcus hands over his license. This is a rental car, correct? Yes, officer. And when was it due back? Marcus hesitates. 2 weeks ago? The tourists in the back seat exchange glances. Sir, step out of the vehicle. Marcus complies. Officer Williams looks in the back seat. Are you folks okay? We're just trying to get to our hotel, the woman says nervously. This is an Uber, right? The man asks. Technically, no, Officer Williams says. This is a stolen rental car being used as an unlicensed taxi service. The tourists are horrified. We paid £30 for this ride. You should probably request a refund. Marcus is arrested on the spot, charged with grand theft auto and operating an unlicensed taxi service. The British tourists are given a ride to their hotel by a real police officer. They leave a 1-star review on Uber. Driver was arrested mid-ride. Car was stolen. Would not recommend. The rental car is finally turned off. After 21 days of continuous operation, the engine is trashed. Oil completely burned out, filters clogged, belts worn down. The rental car company estimates $8,000 in damages. Marcus made about $1,200 in Uber fares. Not exactly a profitable venture. So, what have we learned from today's Raggedy crime? Lesson 1. Rental cars are not your personal business assets. Return them on time. Lesson 2. Running an engine for 3 weeks straight will destroy it. That's not a loophole. That's mechanical suicide. Lesson 3. If your business model requires you to never turn your car off, it's not a good business model. And honestly, I feel terrible for those British tourists. They flew across the ocean for a nice vacation. And their first Uber ride ended with their driver getting arrested. That's not the Florida welcome they were expecting. Marcus spent 6 months in jail and owes the rental company $8,000. Plus, his Uber account was permanently banned. So much for the side hustle. Alright, that's it for today's episode of Raggedy Crimes and Chaos. If this made you appreciate legitimate Uber drivers, same. Background checks exist for a reason. Tomorrow, we're heading back to the UK, where a burglar turned off his phone during a home invasion so police couldn't track him. But forgot he was wearing a court-ordered ankle monitor that tracked him the entire time. Big brain energy. Until next time, stay safe out there and please return your rental cars on time. I'm out.